It's the world's largest swamp, but the Sud in South Sudan's southern Leech state is now home to 28-year-old Deborah Nyakweth. She fled her home in Lear Town several kilometers away because of fighting. Deborah now struggles to feed herself and her children.
Right now, we cannot do farming because of insecurity. If you take a risk and go home, you may lose your life. What makes me lose sleep is that during the rainy season, we farm on and off because of displacement. Floods also destroy our crops. We really suffer during the rainy season due to lack of shelter.
Deborah and her kids are now among the 7.5 million people out of South Sudan's 11 million population who rely on food aid. Years of fighting that started in 2013 and was largely brought to an end after a deal in 2018 resulted in nearly 4 million people being displaced. Many had to abandon their farms, which has led to food shortages. And last November's floods have made worse an already dire situation. The UN's World Food Programme says more than half of the 27 flood-affected counties are facing extreme levels of acute malnutrition. But delivering aid in a poor country like South Sudan is not easy. Bad roads mean airdrops have become the only way to reach many in remote areas like Nial, where Deborah has taken refuge. There's also the risk of famine.
We need to be supporting 5.5 million people in South Sudan with some form of food assistance. But if we don't get the resources to reach that many people, we're going to have to make some really tough choices. We're going to have to focus on alleviating the most food insecure people in the country, staving off hunger, stopping famine in its tracks. But that also means that some people will fall through the gap. It means we won't be able to support everybody.
Children are the most at risk from the lack of food here. All their families can do now is hope that somehow they get the help they need. Hiba, Al Jazeera.